My name is Masaru Kunimura. Throughout my time during World War II, I was never really involved in the actual fighting. However, like anyone else in the air, the war drastically affected my life as well as the lives of many other Japanese Americans. I was born on April 6, 1926, and was the third of 11 children. We were considered to be Nisei, or second generation Japanese American. My parents had immigrated to America in 1922 and settled down in Gilroy, California. In 1939, my father passed away, which left my mother with the responsibility of caring for the family by herself. Our life before that Sunday was like everyone else in Gilroy. On Sunday, December 7, 1941, I was in San Jose when I heard about what Japan had done. After that day, the prosecution of Japanese American was almost immediate. On February 19, 1942, about 2 months after the bombing of Pearl Harbor, Executive Order 9066 was put into motion, which stated that all Japanese people living on the West Coast were to be put into internment camp. 2 weeks after we were informed that we were to be interned, we were taken to Salinas Rodeo Ground, where we had to sleep in horse stables for 4 months while the internment camp were being built. While whole families were squished into a compartment that one could scarcely call home. After that, we were transported to our internment camp, which was one of the 10 camps built in the United States. I was interned in Poston, Arizona, Camp 1. Being only a teenager at the time, I soon adjusted to the living in the internment camp. However, my mother had a more difficult time adjusting. She still obeyed the law of the United States, but felt bitter inside about the situation. It wasn't so much that we were treated badly, but the fact that the government would do this to its citizens. We were treated just like we would have been treated if we weren't in the camp. The only difference was that we could not go anywhere outside the camp. Not that there was anywhere to go, being that the camp was in the middle of the desert. While I was interned, I was drafted into the United States Army to make me prove my loyalty and citizenship. I became a mess sergeant and was treated like everyone else. My brother, after undergoing training, volunteered for the 442nd Regiment. Although I was supposed to be in the 442nd, I chose to implement the Sullivan Act. This act states that the male of one family shouldn't fight in the same unit or division in case they all get killed. I felt bad about the fact that I wasn't actually fighting in the war, but I did not want to get shipped overseas with my brother, so I chose to remain in the United States. In camp, my most memorable events were sports. We competed with the other camps and even made it to the championship for football and basketball. Being that I was still young, I only cared about having fun. We had nothing to worry about, unlike our parents. After I was discharged from the Army in 1946, I came back to my hometown of Gilroy. I was sad to see that many families had lost everything they had during the war, but I survived. I married Doris Quada and opened my own market called Kunimura Market on Monterey Street. However, it wasn't until 1988 that the government finally came to terms with what they have done to us. We received compensation and a letter of apology through the mail. However, if you ask me, the money was nothing at all. No amount of money would ever compensate for what the government did to us, because you can't judge people by their race.